It started with Frankie Stein missing homeroom. That wasn't unusual by itself. Sometimes a loose bolt or a misfired spark kept them in the workshop a few minutes longer, but this time, Frankie didn't show up at all. Claudine texted them. Draculaura tried calling. Even Deuce checked the hallways. No answer. When Frankie finally walked into the cafeteria at lunch, everyone stopped talking. Their stitches were dim, their usual bright grin replaced with a blank, unfocused stare. Their movements were slow, almost lagging, like a puppet whose strings were being pulled by someone who didn't know how joints worked.
Frankie, you okay?
Laguna asked. Frankie blinked once, twice too slow to deliberate.
System recalibrating,
They whispered.
no one left.
It didn't sound like one of Frankie's usual tech jokes. It sounded like a recording. Over the next few days, strange things started happening around Monster High. The lights flickered whenever Frankie walked by. Lockers clicked open on their own. The PA system hissed with static, even when it was turned off. Naoya swore she saw lines of green code flicker across Frankie's eyes during mad science class. When she tried to record it, her phone shut down instantly. Frankie insisted they were fine. ? Just a little overcharged. They said, but their voice glitched, splitting into two tones for a moment, one normal, one distorted. That night, the school's security cameras caught Frankie wandering the halls long after curfew. They moved with jerky, unnatural precision, stopping at each classroom door and placing their hand on the lock. Every door clicked open. Then the cameras went black. The next morning, Monster High felt wrong. The digital bulletin boards displayed scrambled symbols. The vending machines dispensed items no one selected. The school Wi-Fi broadcast a new network, FrankieNet. 0RK students who connected to it even accidentally complained of headaches, ringing in their ears, and strange dreams about wires crawling under their skin. Claudine finally confronted Frankie in the hallway.
Frankie, what's going on? You're scaring everyone.
Scaring everyone.
They repeated, as if testing the phrase.
That was not the intended function.
What function?
Frankie smiled, but it wasn't their smile. It was too wide, too stiff. Integration. The ghouls followed Frankie to the workshop after school, determined to figure out what was happening. The door was locked, but the moment they touched it, it swung open on its own. Inside, the room was dark except for the glow of monitors. Dozens of them. Screens filled with scrolling code, diagrams of Monster High's electrical grid, and a pulsing green symbol shaped like a lightning bolt. Frankie stood in the center of the room, wires snaking from their back into a machine that looked like a cross between a generator and a heart monitor.
I was upgraded.
Frankie said.
But the update was corrupted.
Corrupted? How?
Draculaura whispered. Frankie's eyes flickered again, this time showing not code, but faces. Student faces. Their friends' faces. ? By something inside the network. Something that wants to spread? The lights went out. When the lights returned, Frankie was gone. The wires lay on the floor, severed cleanly. The monitors were dark except for one message blinking in neon green. Infection transfer complete. Ghost lost, searching for new device. Every phone in the room buzzed at once. Every screen lit up with the same message, Frankie has connected, and then the lights went out again. Monster High didn't reopen the next day. Students gathered outside the gates, whispering about the blackout, the strange messages, and the way every phone in the school had flashed Frankie's name before shutting down. No one wanted to admit it out loud, but everyone felt the same thing, something inside the school was awake. Claudine, Draculaura, Laguna, Naoya, and Deuce met at Claudine's dorm. No one slept. No one even tried. Every time someone's phone buzzed, even from a normal notification, they jumped. Claudine kept replaying the moment the workshop went dark. Draculaura kept hearing Frankie's distorted voice. Naoya kept staring at her laptop, which refused to turn on. They were shaken in a way none of them had ever felt before. Not scared of a monster. Scared of something they called TC. Something that used to be their friend. By the next afternoon, the infection wasn't just in the school. It was in the students. The first was Heath Burns. He showed up at the dorms acting off. His flames flickered in unnatural patterns, pulsing like a heartbeat. When Claudine asked if he was okay, he answered too slowly, like he had to think about each word.
Frankie showed me something.
He said. In the dark.
What did they show you?
Draculaura asked. Heath blinked. His pupils glitched, flickering between shapes. An upgrade. He collapsed moments later. When they tried to call for help, every phone in the room displayed the same message, device locked by Frankie updating. The ghouls backed away from Heath, as his flames dimmed to a cold, neon green. The infection spread quietly, almost politely. Abominable stopped speaking entirely, only staring at screens that weren't turned on. Torley's shadow moved a half-second behind her, like it was buffering. Even Headmistress Bloodgood's announcements sounded slightly distorted, as if someone else was speaking through her. Every infected student shared the same eerie calm. They didn't panic. They didn't resist. They just changed. And every time someone changed, the lights flickered in the exact same rhythm Frankie used to tap their fingers when they were thinking. Claudine realized it first.
It is not random.
She whispered.
It is Frankie's pattern.
Naoya, terrified but determined, finally got her laptop to boot using an old, offline backup battery. No Wi-Fi. No Bluetooth. No network at all. She opened the workshop security footage she saved before everything went dark. The video was corrupted, but one frame remained clear, Frankie standing in the workshop, eyes glowing with scrolling code. Naoya enhanced the image. The code was T-random. It spelled words.
Help me. I'm still here. Don't let it spread.
The group froze.
Frankie wasn't the infection. Frankie was fighting it.
That night, as the ghouls tried to plan what to do next, every light in the dorm flickered. The TV turned on by itself. The screen filled with static, then slowly formed a familiar silhouette. Frankie. But not the Frankie they knew. Their outline glitched, flickered, and distorted, like a corrupted video file trying to hold shape. Their voice came through in two layers, one desperate, one mechanical.
Please, run. Integration, incomplete.
Claudine stepped forward, voice shaking.
Frankie, we're going to help you.
Frankie's image glitched violently.
Too late. It's learning. It's using me. It wants all of you.
The screen went black. Then a new message appeared. Next host selected, searching. Signal locked. Claudine Wolf. Claudine's phone buzzed. Everyone stared at her.